Fort of the Mysore Tiger, Srirangpatna, India. Presented by Holidays on Shoestrings. Set on the backdrop of the mighty Cauvery river, Srirangpatna Fort in Mysore district is considered to be one of the toughest forts in India. This ancient monument in its glorious past has witnessed many battles, especially the battle between the great ruler of Mysore, Tipu Sultan, and the British forces, whom he fought with true courage and valor, and also lost his life in the process, breathing his last while fighting the British army here during the 18th century. In fact, the credit for keeping the British away from South India for a long time truly goes to Tipu Sultan and his father Hyder Ali. The fort is located on an island in the midst of the river Cauvery. Spread over 240 acres of land, it is said to have about 1,500 houses and inhabited by close to 6,000 people. The landscape surrounding the fort is very serene and beautiful and is a must visit if you are traveling to Karnataka. It had 18 watchtowers for surveillance and a deep moat around the wall where crocodiles were left free to keep the enemy at bay. There are 4 major entrances to the fort: the Elephant Gate, which serves as the main entrance to the fort, the Water Gate, near which the walls were breached, the Delhi Gate, and the Bengaluru Gate. The fort was built with double enclosure defense system to make it highly inaccessible for enemy troops. Yet, the tragic death of Tipu Sultan took place here only because he was betrayed by his own people. When the British broke through the city walls, the French military advised Tipu Sultan to escape through secret passageways. It was then that Tipu Sultan allegedly replied, "Better to live one day as a tiger than 1,000 years as a sheep." Thus, he is often referred to as the Tiger of Mysore. In recognition of the valiant Tipu, Colonel Wellesley set a stone tablet to mark the spot. Found in a heap of bodies, the British didn't know it was Tipu until they took the body to a nearby location, and it was identified there, marked with a small compound and a plaque. The stone on this wall states, "At the northern end of this archway fell Tipu Sultan, May 4th, 1799. Tipu Sultan fought the British valiantly in 4 Mysore battles and in the process held captive many British army officers and Marathas as prisoners of war within the fort. They were housed in 2 dungeons, Thomas Inman's dungeon and the more popular Colonel Bailey's dungeon. I will do another video on these 2 very interesting locations. Located near Colonel Bailey's dungeon is a pillar that was constructed to commemorate the death of European soldiers who lost their lives while fighting the battle against the army of Tipu Sultan. It was constructed in the year 1907 by the government of Mysore and carries the names of all the deceased soldiers. The view from this point is simply fabulous, and you could spend a long time just standing and gazing. The fort in its heydays even had a pigeon post. Jama Masjid, which is a blend of Islamic and Hindu architecture, can be found inside the fort and is another popular tourist attraction. The mosque is located near the Bengaluru Gate of the fort. Tipu Sultan built this masjid in 1784 after he ascended the throne of Mysore. A couple of temples within the fort testify to the broad-mindedness of Tipu. The Ranganathaswamy Temple, as per one of the oldest inscriptions on the temple complex, state that it was sanctified in 984 AD by Thirumalaya. The temple is found in the open grounds on the western side of the fort. And another temple, the Narasimhaswamy Temple, is located on the opposite side of this open ground. It is a simple yet elegant Dravidian structure built around the end of the 18th century. The main deity of the temple is Narasimha, an incarnation of the Hindu god Vishnu. A very interesting light and sound show takes place every evening here, but unfortunately, we had to go on without waiting for it. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and tell your friends about it.